Welcome, people, to Shit Talk with Shitty. I'm at Shitty61 on X.
I'm Trilly Nelson at Shotgun Trilly on X. Go ahead and follow me, subscribe, like every one of my posts, and let's get us in the algorithm.
All right, well, we finally got here. The day is here, the big day. Crawford versus Canelo. After all the speculation and all the banter back and forth by all the fans and all these experts, I'm going to tell you the real deal and the outcome on some of these fights.
First fight we don't know shit
First
about.
fight, I don't know shit.
Top.
I never heard about these dudes, but I never heard no
We
damn
got Alakel and Ornelius, or Ornelis, and going off the names alone, I'd probably go Ornelis. He probably has a Mexican style, judging from from the outside looking in. I'm not too sure. Alakel, I think, is Turkey's boy. So we'll see if Turkey's boy can produce. But I think we're gonna just probably stay away from that one.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put no money on this fight because I don't know nothing about either fighter, but I do know it's Mexican Independence Day weekend, so I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Ornelas and see if he can win one to celebrate Independence Day for Mexico's holiday. But other than that, I mean, that's to me. I don't even care if I miss that fight, to be honest.
Then we got hard hitting in Billy versus Lester Martinez, and Lester Martinez is very slept on. He's not very known, but I'm hearing he's violent.
Yeah, I feel this one right here, this matchup right here, this fight right here is going to be the fight of the night. I think it's going to be a really exciting fight because they both like to fight, they like to exchange, and I'm really looking forward to this fight right here. And I'm actually going to go with Martinez to pull off the upset.
I actually have the same thing. I just seen a video recently. It was a few people punching him in the stomach for a long time, and it didn't look like it bothered him. It looked like he enjoyed it. And Billy is a champion, but I also think that his chin is a little suspect, and it hasn't really been tested like it's going to be tested tonight. Might be a stoppage by around the 8th round or so.
Billy catches a lot. I mean, he throws a lot and he catches, but to me, this is. I don't feel this is gonna go the distance. I feel somebody's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, somebody's going down probably around 6 to 8 is what I'm gonna guess.
Because Billy has a lot of knockout power in him, and so does Martinez. So, and there's no like runner here. So I really think that this is gonna be the best fight of the night. And I'm going with Mobility. I'm going with Martinez to upset him by a knockout.
I got the same thing. I think if you take him on the bet, you're gonna be looking real good. You're gonna be thanking us. Your pocket's gonna thank us, and you're gonna want to see a lot more from Martinez going forward. I do think, and Billy's gonna show a lot of heart though. He's not just gonna stop it. They might have to stop it for him because he's not gonna stop it on his own. So you're gonna want to see him again. You know what I mean? This isn't gonna be one of those where it's like, oh, they didn't come to fucking fight. They're gonna come to fight today, baby.
They might even have a rematch. You never know.
Yep. Especially with him, Billy being a champion, I could see the rematch clause for sure. Moving on.
Oh, this fight right here, I think Kellen Walsh is gonna reign on the Mexican Independence Day celebration because I just feel he's too much for Vargas. Vargas really hasn't fought a quality fighter like Walsh, so I just think Walsh is gonna pull off the upset. And I think it'll probably go the distance and Walsh winning a unanimous decision.
I agree. I think he's just a better boxer. I think he keeps him at bay with that jab.
Yep.
He's pretty slick. Vargas is more of a bruiser, brawler. But I think Walsh will just keep him at bay.
Yeah, I just feel
That's
that.
what I personally think as well.
I just think he hasn't fought nobody. Vargas, they brought him up slow. He hasn't really fought a high quality fighter, and this is his biggest step up, and I just think Walsh is going to be too much for him.
I agree.
But we'll find out.
I think that they're using his name as well. I think he's not his dad. You feel me?
Right.
He's not his father or his his cousins or anything. You know what I mean? I think he's actually the worst Vargas coming up right now.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hopefully I'm proven wrong because I like the Vargas name and I like to see what they can do moving forward.
Well, he'll get tested, that's for sure, in this fight.
If he wins, it will be by a flash knockout. But I just think Walsh is just a great boxer, and he's gonna avoid it.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way.
I don't think it's gonna be very entertaining. I think this might be one of them probably the worst fight on the card. You know what I mean?
This
But
will
hopefully
be,
they prove me wrong.
this will be the snooze fest right here.
Yeah. And then we got the one,
I mean,
the one we've been fucking waiting for fucking
yes.
since they've been talking about. Well, since they started talking about it, I didn't want to see it. I didn't. You know, Crawford's a little guy coming up. Canelo didn't really want to see it until they offered him all that money. To be honest, Crawford didn't look super impressive at 154, but he has that dog in him. You know what I mean? And he is coming to win. He's not coming in there just for a paycheck or just to survive. He's going to go in there and he's going to try to win it. I think Canelo is just has been tested more, has the bigger fights, bigger stages. Looking at the face-off yesterday, Crawford's eyes were wide open, and that's usually a sign of, oh shit, what I get myself into. But he's not telling himself that, you know, that's just what it came off as. Alvarez looks cool, calm, and collective, and I think he knows he has to bring everything to win this fight. So I think he does. I think he shows out with a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great fight, but I think it's going to be one-sided fight. I just feel that Canelo's just too big and too strong for him. And, I mean, everybody's talking about that he walks around at 186. I'm talking about Crawford. That's his walk around range, so he's not going to have a problem. But he ain't never fought it that way. His legs ain't used to carrying all that extra weight. So it's going to slow him down. I just don't feel he's going to be at his fastest as he was, because he was slowed down the 154 fight with Madrimov. Madrimov was tapping him, you know, and it was a tough fight for him. So just add 14 more pounds to that, and I just think this is going to be one of Canelo's easiest fights. It's going to be his first knockout since he knocked out Plant. So on my prediction in this fight, I just feel that Canelo's power is going to be too much, and I see a 7th round KO for Alvarez to win by a 7-round knockout. And I just feel Crawford is going to fight. He's got a lot of heart, and he's not going to back down. And he's the type of fighter, when he gets hit, he comes back at you.
But he's very easy to get hit.
Yes.
He's been getting hit a lot his last few
I mean,
fights.
Madrimov hit him a few good times, but I just feel that if he could take Canelo's power, then I think it'll go 12. But I just don't see him taking that. He ain't never been hit by a bigger guy like this.
I also think Canelo starts off a little slower. I think Crawford may get the first 3 rounds, and then that weight's gonna drain. He's gonna get tired faster. Although he did train in Colorado, which may give him a little more of the advantage as far as his air and everything else goes. I think, you know, after around 4 or 5, that weight just hits him. Just like David Benavidez, he went up, 7 pounds, and by the 6th, 7th round, he started gasping for air. You know what I mean? In his first 175-pound fight. So I think this one, he's moving up 14 pounds. Really, he's a 147 fighter.
Yes.
Moving up to 168. And if this is his walk around weight, then you might want to call him a big weight bully. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
But if he looks good here, I'll definitely give him his props. I do think Alvarez is gonna win, but it's boxing. One punch can change anything.
Yeah, there's weight divisions for a reason, and I just feel that one thing about Crawford is, he's got a lot of heart, and he's not gonna run for sure. He's gonna sit there and fight Canelo, because that's just him. He's like you said, he's a dog. He's gonna be in there fighting. He ain't gonna be trying to run from you. Especially once he gets tapped, because he hates to get hit, and he always comes back at you.
I also like to call him Terrence Spud Crawford, because he has the personality of a potato, and let's face it, he kind of looks like one too. You know what I mean? So and you know what potatoes do? They kind of just they sit there, they grow, and then they get
right.
That's it. They grow on the ground. You feel me? Underground. So I think that he's going to be put there. And
yeah, he definitely doesn't have the personality, but he does have the skills.
Absolutely. And that's what got him here.
Yes.
It wasn't his personality. I think Spence sold the fight for that one, but he doesn't really sell fights. Canelo and Netflix is helping to sell this one. Let's be honest. He said in his press conference. He was saying that they said that I don't sell tickets and I don't have a personality. What can they say now? exactly the same thing we've been saying. You don't sell tickets and you don't have a personality, spud.
But I will give him this: if he pulls off the upset and beats Canelo, oh, yeah, he'll sell tickets then. But
That'll change the whole course of his career.
Yes.
He says it'll put him on Mount Rushmore. I don't believe it's Mount Rushmore worthy yet.
No.
But, you know, we're on the way at that point. You know what I mean? The one thing that I gripe about him, he's a great, phenomenal boxer. He has the dog in him. But he fights once every 1.5, 2 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's just, you know, he's 37 years old. He's about to be 38 years old. So
Right. And I just, you know, like I said, it's going to be an interesting fight. And I mean, a lot of people are predicting Crawford's going to be able to beat him. You know, you got these experts saying, you know, like Tim Bradley.
most of the experts, Sean Porter,
they're all saying
Max Kellerman.
that Crawford's going to pull off the win. And I just think they're thinking with their heart and not their head. Because I mean, if you just look at this logically, then you can see that I don't see how this is going to happen. And they said, you know, that Canelo just cherry picks. I think this is a cherry pick.
This is probably one of his biggest cherry picks.
Yeah, that's gonna be the easiest fight he's had just because of the weight. I mean, he'll struggle a little bit getting adjusted to him in the beginning, but once he figures him out, it'll be lights out for Crawford.
I think everybody forgets about Alvarez's defense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And Crawford's a take a punch to give a punch, but this the weight class is just going to be.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't take punches from 168 pounders like you would a 154 pound 10 fight Madrimov. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you struggled with. You only won by 1 round on the scorecards. Max Kellerman saying that he never even came close to losing. Max Kellerman, you're full of shit, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He almost lost against Madrimov, bro.
Right.
And he went damn near the distance with a one-legged, crippled
Fighter.
Benavidez. You know what I mean? There was a cherry pick. He's crippled, one leg. Yes, he was undefeated, but he said he might never walk again. And you could tell in the fight, and he stood toe-to-toe with him. He did get knocked out
he struggled.
because Crawford is a dog.
He struggled with him though. He struggled with him.
Well, I guess you know, hopefully Crawford could prove us wrong, possibly. You know what I mean? Not for our pockets, but for the sport of boxing.
Oh yeah.
You know, but
I
quit cherry picking. You know what I mean? Because this could happen for Canelo. You know what I
Right.
mean? Go fight Benavidez.
Yes, you gotta
Quit
fight
running.
Benavidez.
You know what I'm saying?
After this victory, you gotta fight Benavidez, or your legacy's gonna take a hit, man.
Yeah, this isn't gonna help. This fight isn't gonna help your legacy, but ducking Benavidez your whole life, even though he's been mandatory for so long, that's gonna hurt your legacy, bub.
Yeah, I mean, this fight right here really isn't gonna add a legacy to Canelo.
No.
I mean, because everybody, if he wins, he's a bigger man.
expected.
He's supposed to. He's got nothing to win and everything to lose.
And Crawford has everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Right.
If he loses, it's against the 168, and he's already setting it up to where they're gonna win on the cards. They're gonna give it to him on the cards. So he needs a knockout. And if he knocks out Canelo Alvarez, I think that might put him up there in like a top 5. You know.
Right. If he knocks out Canelo, I put him in the top 10. I ain't gonna put him in the top 5.
Not
Just
quite
his,
yet,
His
yeah.
resume is so weak. I mean, who has he fought other than Spence? And if he beats
Canelo. But
Canelo
I mean,
and
if he
Magomedov.
knocks him out and Canelo's never been dropped before, that will be very fucking impressive. I'll come on here and say I was goddamn wrong. You feel me?
Oh, me too. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm wrong. Ain't like I've been right all my life. So
No, but I'm wrong probably more times than I'm right.
yeah, but I put $1,000. I put a rack on this fight for a Canelo win. So
for 5 racks back. So
let's see what happens.
and we'll go ahead and catch you on a rebound and you know, subscribe to Shit Talk with Shitty. There's going to be a lot more content
That's
on there,
right.
a lot more boxing content, and just a lot of shit talk. You know,
And we'll be back with a recap.
absolutely.
I'm gonna take the heat. I ain't scared. I put through my prediction out there. Canelo win by a 7th round knockout. That's
And
my prediction.
we'll see you on motherfucking Sunday.
Let's run it.